Hello United fans, welcome to the United Report, your go-to source for the latest news, match updates and transfer stories straight from Old Trafford. Manchester United are currently the worst team in the club's history, according to Ruben Amorim, and new signings seem to be only solution. The only issue is that the Red Devils are running out of time to get deals over the line. There's just a week and a half remaining of the 2025 January transfer window, and as it stands, not one new signing has put pen to paper. That could all be about to change over the next few days, though. A number of United stars could potentially leave Old Trafford, which could free up vital funds for some new additions. How many deals club chiefs are able to do remains to be seen, but it could be a very exciting end to the window. Take a look at those who could be signed, with many earmarked for exits. The most obvious bit of business that United will try and do is seal a move away for Marcus Rashford. He has featured in a first-team squad just once under Ruben Amorim since being axed against Manchester City. Rashford has been linked with loan moves to Borussia Dortmund and AC Milan. He could even potentially be followed to Italy by teammate Alejandro Garnacho. The Argentine forward was another cut from the squad against City and seems to have little future at Old Trafford. Napoli have emerged as the most likely candidates for his signature, but Chelsea could potentially have something to say about that. The final high-profile forward who could leave is Antony. The Brazilian has been an unmitigated disaster at Old Trafford, but appears to be closing in on a loan move to Real Betis. The exits might not stop there. Both Christian Eriksen and Victor Lindelof are out of contract this summer, so January represents the club's last chance to recoup fees. The latter has been linked with Leicester, while Celtic have been touted as a potential destination for the Dane. A potential exit is slightly clearer for Brazilian midfielder Casemiro, who remains constantly linked with a move to Saudi Arabia. The Red Devils have been attempting to get his huge wages off of the books for a while, and any move to do that would be beneficial as they attempt to get signings over the line. Once those high earners are off the books, attention then might turn to loans. Tyrell Malacia has been blighted by injuries during his time at Old Trafford, and a temporary move away might be a positive in the long run. Academy graduates Harry Maguire and Dan Gore both also need first-team exposure, so loan moves could be the perfect way for the pair to do that. Looking at incomings, it appears the focus could potentially be on the left-back position. Lecce defender Patrick Dorgu appears the most likely to arrive over the coming days and will give added depth. Should Malacia leave and Luke Shaw remain restricted to the sidelines, United could opt for another left-sided addition, where Nuno Mendes and Ryan Aït-Nouri have both been considered. It seems unlikely that all three will be signed, but a couple of additions would not be beyond the realms of possibility. Moving into attack, United could finally look to sign one of their long-term targets in the form of Victor Gyokeres. The Sporting Lisbon striker was linked with a move to Old Trafford immediately after Amorim made his own move. It would be an expensive swoop to make in January, while they also face competition for Arsenal. But it is difficult to say that Gyokeres would not be an excellent addition. By the looks of things, it's going to be one heck of a long road back to the summit of English football for Manchester United. The Red Devils slumped to their 10th Premier League defeat of the season on Sunday, a result that not only left them 13th in the table, but also caused manager Ruben Amorim to blow a gasket in the dressing room. Performances have been drab and underwhelming, much like the club's recent record in the transfer market. It stands to reason, therefore, that United should start looking inwards rather than outwards for solutions. And why not? They've got some talented youngsters waiting in the wings. Few United youngsters stand a chance of emulating the legendary Wayne Rooney. But if anyone's capable of doing it, it's Amir Ibrahimov. The Russia-born England U16 star joined the club from Sheffield United in 2022 and immediately began turning heads, both in terms of aptitude and attitude. He captained United's U14s and U15s teams as he progressed through the academy. In a match against Tottenham's U15s, Ibrahimov won a penalty after dribbling into the Spurs penalty area. However, as he did not believe he was fouled, he passed the penalty, resulting into the goalkeeper's hands, a gesture that garnered national attention. Since then, he's made sporadic appearances for the U18s and was even called up to train with the senior team aged just 15. In January 2024, he started for United's first team in a behind-closed-doors friendly match against Burnley, playing as a left winger. Ibrahimov's former coach, Raduccio King, thinks the sky's the limit for him, telling Manchester Evening News, "There aren't many I've seen that can run like him. I could see him playing as a number 10, like a Wayne Rooney role, driving forward, switching balls, tackling, attacking, you name it. Just making sure the team does well. He can attack and defend." Ibrahimov, who turns 17 in April, is being earmarked for a not-too-distant future place in the first-team squad. Despite being one of the youngest players in the competition, he's scored 5 times in 10 U18 Premier League matches this season, and his meteoric rise is only expected to continue. Another starlet tipped to earn a place in United's attack soon is 17-year-old Chido Obi Martin. Amorim has been keeping an eye on the young forward, inviting him to several recent first-team training sessions. Signed from Arsenal in 2024, Obi Martin, who once bagged 10 goals in a U16 match, has been accelerating through the ranks the way he accelerates past defenders. On his first outing in a United shirt for the U18s, he scored a hat-trick and has registered 10 goals in 9 appearances across games for both the U18s and U21s teams this season. He's also the U18 Premier League's highest ever goal scorer, with a staggering 37 goals in 23 games across stints with both Arsenal and United. He's developed a reputation as a clinical finisher, capable of scoring all kinds of goals from all areas of the pitch, as well as an extremely hard worker. He was like a sponge. Arsenal head of recruitment from U12 to U14, Paul Aladahare, told The Athletic. He could take 10 shots, bag 9, and if he missed one, he wanted to start again. He goes again until he gets it right. He used to be a good finisher, and now he's a great finisher. He can still be better in his striking, but he's got quite an unconventional technique. But if it is still ending up in the corner of the net, then who cares? Aladahare added. He believes he is the best player at his age group in the world. That is his mentality. The Denmark native, who is also eligible to play for England and Nigeria, reportedly left Arsenal for United due to assurances about his path to first-team football. So don't be surprised to see his name on United's team sheet in the near future. In an attempt to shake things up in the senior squad, Amorim has asked 4 young stars to come and train with the senior players on a regular basis. The quartet includes midfielder Jack Morehouse, centre-backs Tyler Fredrickson and Godwill Kokonki, and goalkeeper Ailey Harrison. Harrison, 18, was recently recalled from his loan spell at National League Northside Chester and has been thrust into training alongside Andre Onana, Altay Bayindir and Tom Heaton. 19-year-old Morehouse, meanwhile, has been impressing with the U21s and was nominated for the Premier League 2 Player of the Month award in December, following a strong run of form, which evidently catching Amorim's eye. Kokonki, 16, is rated supremely highly in the academy and considered United's next big thing at the back. Meanwhile, 19-year-old Fredrickson is captain of the U21s and viewed as one of the academy's most consistent performers. All 4 have been brought in to keep the senior players on their toes amid suggestions that Amorim is prepared to throw them into action if his first-team regulars continue to underperform. One-to-way Manchester United star Marcus Rashford is understood to prefer a move to Barcelona, but isn't the Catalan club's first choice, it has been claimed. Rashford, 27, indicated he is open to a new challenge after spending his entire career at Old Trafford. The England international has been sidelined by head coach Ruben Amorim, with his most recent appearance coming in the Europa League victory over Victoria Plzen on December 12th, and he has made a matchday squad just once since. A number of clubs have emerged as potential destinations for the forward, including French sides Marseille and Monaco and Bundesliga outfit Borussia Dortmund. The latter could have former United boss Erik Ten Hag in charge before the transfer window shuts, with manager Nuri Sahin dismissed on Wednesday and the Dutchman tipped to take his place. Rashford remains on Barcelona's radar as they debate whether to add to their ranks after falling to 3rd in La Liga. However, 2 other Premier League stars appear to be ahead of him in the queue. According to Mundo Deportivo, via Sport Witness, those 2 men are Alexander Isak and Luis Diaz. Liverpool and Colombia forward Diaz was linked in the summer, only to stay at Anfield, while Isak's stock has risen after bagging 15 goals in 20 Premier League appearances this season. Neither Diaz nor Isak is thought to be available in January though, and the same goes for another target, AC Milan star Raphael. The same publication indicates a move for Rashford is considered more realistic, though it is unclear whether they would be after a loan or a permanent move. Barcelona continue to play a careful game when it comes to their wage budget and are expected to need to trim some wages from the bill before they're able to move for attacking reinforcements. Ansu Fati, who has played less than 200 minutes this season, appears the most likely candidate to leave if a buyer can be found. Barcelona made a flying start in La Liga, winning 11 of their first 12 matches under new manager Hansi Flick. However, a run of just one win in the last 8 has seen them fall 7 points adrift of leaders Real Madrid. They needed a late comeback against Benfica in their last Champions League game to book their place in the round of 16, trailing 3-1 and 4-2 in Lisbon, before claiming a last-gasp 5-4 victory through Rafinha. Flick's team are the top scorers in the Champions League with 26 goals, while no other team has more than 19. They also blew away Real Madrid in the Supercopa final, winning 5-2 in Jeddah, but haven't ruled out further attacking recruits.